Standards for age and service duration that are impersonal and objective help prevent unhealthy employee rivalry and jealousy. So by this, they think that the organizations think that by this there may be there may be not any disturbances cannot be seen in the organization between the employees. Why? Because they already know that according to the seniority basis only uh, the employees may get promotions. Okay, so performance appraisal will be done only according to the seniority basis only. Therefore there will be no clashes between the employees in the organization. Okay, and individual performance is also considered only after a long period of time. Therefore after a long period of time means maybe at the time of promotions. Okay, they may review the employees individual performance. Okay, at that time only they will see the performance of the individual. So therefore this would be helpful for the organization in order to reduce the disturbances between the employees. Okay, healthy relationships can be maintained. And coming to omikoshi or collective group responsibility. Okay, omikoshi, it is the Japanese language, and the meaning for omikoshi is collective group responsibility. Okay, so the main feature is groupism only, group activities only. Okay, so here collective group responsibility means employees act, think, work, okay, as a group rather than individual. Why? Because group performance is only considered majorly. Therefore they work collectively and they are responsible for collective group only. Okay, so each and every employee act, think and work as a group only rather than individual. Coming to paternalistic human concern, what does this means? A fatherly concern. Paternalism means father, head of the family will be the father. So that is known as paternalistic type. Okay, now here paternalistic type means the head of the departments or the managers or the superiors shows a fatherly concern towards their subordinates. Okay, so how they will show the fatherly concern towards workers means by having a social gatherings, social meetings. Okay, by providing some indoor and outdoor games. If at all they are in need, they are in requirement, the employees of organization regarding any exclusively family allowances will be given. For example, their family members, if they undergone any uh, if they have hospitalized. Okay, so some allowances will be given to the family members also. So likewise the organizations act as paternalistic human concern. They shows paternalistic human concern. Okay, so by this the group or the team will feel somewhat secure and the organization run like on one huge family. Okay, they feel their employees as their family members. Okay, so likewise this will be an advantageous to the organization. Profit based compensation system. Corporate performance is related to employee compensation. Every 6 months, bonuses add up and make up a sizable portion of the compensation. Every employee receives bonus which might be 5 or 6 times their income, equal to a portion of their yearly remuneration. When determining pay, group performance is taken into account rather than individual performance. From first feature onwards, we are focusing on this point only. Okay, groupism, group activities is taken into consideration, group performance only considered rather than individual performance. Okay, so here profit based compensation system means whenever the company is getting profits, it is definitely giving some compensation towards the employees. Okay, every 6 months they will give bonuses to the employees in the organization. Okay, and it is not a nominal pay, they will give from 5 to 6 times of their income. Okay, And by this, the employees will feel that a sense of belonging towards organization. Okay, so quality control circles. Quality is given the utmost priority in the Japanese work culture. A work group is established to find and address issues with productivity and quality. So quality in the sense it is related to production and at the same time the quality of the product. A firm could have many quality circles, each of which is led by a supervisor. Okay, for each and every quality control circle department, definitely there will be a supervisor. It meets once a week to develop and put into action ideas to increase quality and output. The continuous monitoring will be done on the production, okay, on the quality. And if at all they need any modifications, okay, they will have some ideas. They will take some ideas and put those ideas into action in order to increase the quality and output. Novel concepts are published in-house publications and recognized with prize nominations also. Okay, so whoever have given good ideas, okay, they will be recognized with prize nominations. This obsessive commitment to quality is what allows Japanese businesses to thrive in the American and European markets, particularly in the automobile and electronics industries. As we know that Japanese have a good market regarding this automobile and electronic industries. Okay, the main reason is that they are encouraging the employees in innovation and creativity, and at the same time, like they are very much focused on quality control circles also. So the product has high quality. Every day they will monitor, okay, regarding the quality controlling circles. So new concepts they will find out the new ways. Okay, in one word, if we want to say about this Japanese regarding quality, means they are very obsessive regarding the quality. Okay, commitment towards quality is very high. And egalitarianism means the workplace culture in Japanese business is egalitarian. Okay, democratic, which means democratic and easy, and rank differences are minimized. Here, higher level, superior, subordinate, they are very much lowered, okay, compared to other countries. For that, we, in one word, we may say that it is a democratic type of leadership styles. There are numerous ways that this equality is demonstrated. For this, that means this Japanese culture follows a democratic leadership style. For this, we may quote an example like in some organizations, everybody from managing director to the sweeper, the dress will be in the same color. Okay, for example, the same gray outfit. So the concept of hierarchy and caste are abandoned when everyone is forced to eat in the same cafeteria. Okay, as like dressing code, we will see the same, okay, equality in eating canteens also. Okay, without any hierarchy system. Okay, executives do not have any private rooms, since in Japan everyone sits down together only. Okay, so these are some of the examples regarding Japanese management system, that they are very democratic. Okay, and strong emphasis on training in a Japanese economy. Character, upbringing, and family history are given more weight than experience and talent when selecting employees. Okay, family history is the basic thing while they are recruiting any employee into the organization. They will see the family history, they will see the individual character. Okay, they give utmost importance to this individual character and family history also. Okay, rather than experience and talent. Recruiting individuals at entry level positions and providing them with training promotes compliance. Okay, through internal training programs, training is provided in both functional areas and the company's ideology. So while they are recruiting at very first level position, means some training will be given to the employees. Okay, some training programs will be conducted in all functional areas of a organization. And focus on self-discipline and harmony. Japanese management practices discourage internal competition. We may say for this a distinctive feature like groupism, okay, group activities. So here personally no person is thriving for his personal growth. So here we may see that internal competition may not be much more, so discouragement of internal competition will be less, will be more discouraging. They will not encourage the people for internal competition. It emphasizes harmony and collaboration, because group activities means it can be done only with the group cohesiveness and coordination and cooperation only. So therefore it emphasizes harmony and collaboration, while social rejection deals with individual show-offs. The self-discipline, okay, that Japanese people learn to force upon themselves from an early age leads to obedience, dedication, and patience. From the early stage, okay, from the early age, the Japanese people have a culture of leading very obedient, okay. Self discipline is more important to the Japanese people. From self discipline only we can see the obedience, dedication, patience, etc., okay. And coming to long term corporate strategy, Japanese managers view company strategy from long term perspective, okay. So in planning, as I said before, we see the long term objectives, okay. Slow decision making, long term objectives, informal structures, okay. So like that, here long term corporate strategy means they have long term objectives. Like long term objectives means, if at all we want to create a new product, okay, or if at all we want to increase the market share, all these are long term objectives only. Why? Because in 1 day or 2 days we may not create new product, or in 1 day or 2 days we may not create or we may not increase our market share, okay. Like that, if we want to go for any expansion of our product means, it is also a not 1 day or 2 day thing. For that, we have to make so very wide efforts, okay. So it takes some time also, and at the same time R&D, research and development. So all these will be considered as the long term perspectives. So promotions based on seniority increase the need for development, because an executive's future depends entirely on the organization he works for, okay. So as I said before, after 10 years only a member in the organization will be considered, only considered for promotion, okay. Like that, he should work for a long period of time, okay, for the development of the organization, then they will consider that person. So this is a long term basis while taking any decisions, okay. Long term decisions, long term objectives, or for taking any promotion for any person. So there also we will consider long term seniority, means we have to consider the long term. Like that, for growth of any opportunities for promotions also, like that, for each and everything, large or long term strategies will be maintained by the Japanese management style, okay. As a result, business plays more focus on market expansion, market share, research and development spending, etc. And coming to limitations of Japanese management. So what were the limitations? The lifetime employment structure leads to discrimination against workers hired midway through their careers and other non-lifetime workers such as temporary workers and female employees. Okay. So discrimination against workers can be seen. This is the first limitation regarding Japanese management. Limitation, or we may say it as a criticism. Okay. So discrimination, as I said before, so whenever if any employee in the organization, if he left the organization means, whenever he joined in another organization, again from the starting position he has to work. His seniority in other organization will not be considered here. So this will be considered as a discrimination to the worker, okay. So here the employees will be ultimately dissatisfied with their jobs, okay. Therefore lifelong employment has the additional drawback of making it challenging for business to implement and develop new concepts and technologies with the help of outside experts, okay. So lifetime employment with a traditional approach. Okay, so this may be challenging to the businesses. Okay, so both for employees and the organization also, this lifetime employment will be somewhat a drawback. Okay, a challenging aspect. Why? Because on organizations side, new concepts or new technologies adoption may be difficult with that. People who have joined at 20 years back or 30 years back, they may not adopt new technologies. Okay, so that is a limitation regarding this aspect, lifetime employment. Delays in decision making are a result of the ringy system. Yeah, decision making we have studied in ringy. Okay, so the consequences mechanism might not function effectively in the presence of unexpected events. It is impossible to assign merit for bold choices or assign responsibility for errors. So here delay in decision making means, so as the bottom level of the management also involved in decision making, they also should agree the plans and procedure of that particular organization. So it is a very slow process while taking a decision. Okay, and at the same time the effectiveness of decision making may also be uh, in absence. Okay, so and here if at all there is a necessity to take bold choices also, at this time it may not be possible because of the delayed decision making in the organization. Sometimes we may have to take in organizations a speedy and bold decisions. At that time it may be difficult for the organizations. Okay, to follow this type of bottom level to top level communication or decision making, consensus decision making system. And seniority based promotion and compensation means it stifle individual initiative and creativity. However, well, they may perform in the social skills of harmony, employee lack originality and freedom. Okay, because their performance is not appreciated in time only. Even though they work or they may not work, after 10 years only they may be considered for the any promotion. So here seniority based promotion may affect the skills of the employee. Okay, so if some all the workers may not think in a positive way, some exceptional workers may be there. They may be less motivated through this seniority based promotions and compensations. Okay, so this is a limitation for Japanese management. Coming to values and individual independence means, so here values and individual independence are given up for the benefit of the group. Okay, as we see that Japanese management system gives importance for the collectivism, groupism, group activity only, group work only. They will not give importance to the individual performance. They will not consider individual performance. They will not consider the individual values. They only consider when they are giving any promotion to that particular employee means, then at that time they will consider the personal performance or individual performance. But until that time, here only group performance will be considered. Okay, through this means it will affect the individual independence. Okay, and the mandatory retirement age of 55 is typically maintained. Okay, as we see the beneath principle that each and every employee who enters in the organization will definitely safeguarded, their job security is given there till their retirement age like 55. But after that he may lose the family responsibilities because retired workers experience financial difficulties. Okay, so the person's financial status may not be sufficient. Okay, the pension benefits may not be sufficient. Okay, so here the retiree must work after retirement also. Okay, why? Because to support himself and to support his family also. There has been a little decline in employee morale and corporate loyalty. Due to technological advancement and centralized management style in Japan, this might lead to a loss of democratic participation that is so deeply rooted. Due to this, the traditional Japanese management style may lose some of its firmly established democratic contributions. We said that Japanese management has a democratic leadership style, okay? But in these cases, like decline in employee morale and corporate loyalty, these democratic contributions may not be applicable. Why? Because decline in employee morale means we are, for example, if we take the promotion aspect only, okay, the compensation aspect only, it depends upon the seniority basis, how long period the worker is working in the in the organization. All this will be considered, but not as a human, as an employee. They are not considered towards the employee. Means the declining morality, decline in employee moral is seen, even though it has democratic contributions also. In this aspect we may see, okay, we may see the centralized management system, okay, and corporate loyalty is not there, okay. So these are some of the limitations regarding the Japanese management style. Coming to conclusion, Japanese culture and history continue to have an impact on management in the present day. In Japanese businesses, collective cooperation and agreement are frequently valued more highly than individual achievement. Due to globalization and the growing impact of Western management techniques, Japanese businesses have also begun to adopt aspects of Western management approaches, such as a stronger emphasis on individuality, diversity, and innovation. Okay, so as we see some of the 5 to 6 elements regarding the limitations of Japanese culture, so it is also moving forward. Japanese management style is moving forward to adopt some of the Western management approaches also. Why? Because in order to develop, okay, so each and every country should have to make some changes, okay, for the development of their organization, at the same time for the development of the employees, and ultimately for the development of the nation, okay.